Hi, it's Michelle here, body and soul coach from wellnesswithmichelle.com. I'm going to show you a really awesome recipe for those of you who want to boost your iron, especially if you're on a plant-based diet. Now, it is a complete myth as far as I'm concerned that you can't get enough iron from a plant-based diet. I have actually personally improved my iron levels to normal for the first time being on a plant-based diet. And I've been on a plant-based diet for a long time. I'm not supplementing with iron, and I used to be a meat eater and bordering on anemia for years. So I'm going to show you a really cool recipe that I've come up with. It's a gorgeous breakfast cereal that is full of awesome nutrition and is full of really iron-rich foods. So I've got my food processor here, and what I'm going to do is pop in, I've got 2 cups dry weight of buckwheat that has been soaked, and then I've rinsed it really, really well. So that just goes into the food processor, and I just want to break that up until it's fairly fine. Okay, so as you can see there, it's just kind of broken up. Some pieces are still a little bit whole, but for the most part it's broken up. Now I'm just popping that into a big bowl, which I'm going to mix it all once I've got all the ingredients kind of chopped up and ready to put it all together. Alright, so back on there. And now I'm going to do the same thing with my pepitas. Now pepitas are also a wonderful source of iron, and I've just soaked these pepitas. I've got about 1 cup of dry weight pepitas, and I've soaked those for about 3, maybe 4 hours. And so I've just drained those off and into the food processor again, and I just want to chop those up to a really fine as well. So now that we've got those in there, I want to make up my mix. It's going to be quite, add some sweetness and flavour to it. And so what I've got here is a cup packed tight of dried apricots. Now, of course, I've got organic and unsulfured. You'll find that they're not bright orange. The ones that are bright orange have been treated with sulfur dioxide, and that can be a real irritant to a lot of people with either asthma or digestive issues. So I've got in there the 1 cup that I've soaked for a few hours, and I need my blade here or I'm going to be in trouble. So I'm going to put it in there with I've soaked it in 1 cup of water, and I'm just going to add that with the water. And then I'm going to add my cup of raisins. So both apricots and raisins are a great source of iron as well. And I've got those soaked in about 1 cup of water, which I'm also going to add the soaking water as well. And in there, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract. 1, 2. And I'm going to add about a dropper full of stevia, just to add that extra bit of sweetness to it. Now you can add some agave syrup or maple syrup if you like, but just to cut back on the sugars, because it is a breakfast cereal, I just want to stick to the beautiful sweet sugars in the fruit. So I'm just going to put about a dropper full of, maybe a dropper and a half. We'll see how it goes. I've got vanilla stevia here too, just to add some extra flavour. I'm just going to add a good pinch of salt, just to help bring the flavours together. I'm going to put in about maybe a heaped tablespoon and a half, maybe 2 tablespoons, 2 heaped tablespoons of cinnamon powder. So I'm just going to whisk this up until it's nice and fine. Okay, so just mixing that up. Oh, that smells divine. I can smell the apricot and vanilla and cinnamon together. Very nice combination. Okay, so I'm going to also add about 1 cup of this coconut crunch. This is also really rich in iron as well. Now, coconut crunch is basically, they've taken when they make coconut oil, they take the flesh of the coconut and extract the oil, and what's left is the fibre. So this is low in fat, very full of wonderful fibre, and also it's got lots of minerals and especially iron. So adding about 1 cup of that. It's going to give it a nice kind of toasty flavour as well. Okay, so I've got my Teflex sheet here that goes on my dehydrator screen. Now you can do this in the oven at a really low setting as well. Just on some parchment paper if you obviously don't have the screens and the Teflex sheet. So just dividing it onto about 2 or 3 screens. Just pushing it out with the spatula just to cover the tray. Okay, so there we are. It's all ready to go into the dehydrator. And if we dehydrate that for about 24 hours, we're going to end up with a beautiful crunchy granola. Now, I think I have to call this Michelle's Iron Woman cereal. This is just going to really do wonders for your iron levels, having that first thing in the morning or eating it as a snack. So if you want more awesome recipes, please head to wellnesswithmichelle.com. I'll see you next time. Bye.